So hello guys, welcome back to another episode on our Eafc player career mode. Now if you didn't watch the last episode, it must be said we had a little bit of a dip in form. Just to show you what happened, we started off very well. We did beat Cardiff 5-1 away from home. We absolutely bossed that game. Then we followed that up with a 1-0 win at home to Huddersfield, but then lost 5-1 away at Norwich, and then finally lost to Sunderland, conceding in the last minute. Today we have got West Bromwich Albion away, Barnsley away, and then we finish off with Burnley at home and Blackburn away. It must be said we've got some work to do to get back into the starting lineup. We are currently in 5th in the league at this moment in time. We are just clutching on to the playoff places. Automatic promotion is not exactly out of reach at this moment in time, but let's get straight in to this first game of the episode. West Bromwich Albion away. This is going to be a tough start. Now we are coming on and we are 1-0 up at this moment in time. Coming on in the right hand side of the central midfield. 56 minutes on the clock. If we can hold out and get a win here, that would be ideal. Maybe justifying the decision to drop us at the moment. Obviously we are winning 1-0, so manager's got it right so far. Fleming goes into Nisbet, goes into us. We look for options. We can't see one in front of us. We will go to the right-hand side, and Ahmet Oguz, who's actually getting a rare start at right wing back as Jake Cooper turns lovely and goes into us. We will spray this to the left-hand side, and Brian, decent, positive possession football from us here as Harding goes into us. We just play it safe into Cooper, just keeping possession at this moment in time. Madger closing us down, but we go into Wallace, and we are starting to venture forward here as it goes into Nisbet, who just about holds onto it and then loses possession, but we win it back well. Decent start here. Diangana goes out to Ashworth on the right-hand side. It's back into Diangana. Takes a couple of touches. We will get a foot in, and it's a good foot in as well. We are doing our defensive duties in this game so far, but now we possibly have an option to break as Gulbranson. Oh, as soon as you ask him to play a pass, he doesn't tend to do it. But Josh Madger will now come forward, and we've got more defending to do. And it goes out wide to Ashworth. Ashworth down our right-hand side. Can he get a crossing? Oguz does block him off very, very well. And then wins a throw-in. Gardner-Hickman goes into Bakari on the edge of the box. Defending to do here. Takes a touch onto his right foot. We are just making sure he can't get the pass away on the edge of the box. We don't want to foul him. It goes into DK, and Truman makes a good save. 15 minutes to hold out. We do have a corner to defend here. Looks like they are going to play it short, and they do. It's crossed into the box, headed away. Is it Honeyman? Now DK again. Defending to do, and Wes Harding will whack clear. Kipper in for West Bromwich to Gardner-Hickman on the edge of the box. Defending to do, and defending very much done. And then we try to pick out a Bass, and it goes up towards Fleming, who heads it down well. But it's all West Brom pressure at the moment. West Brom coming forward again. Pippa down our left-hand side. Daryl Deacon on the edge of the box. Diangana manages to take a touch away from us. Cooper goes to square him up. Now Connor Hickman. That was a loose touch, but got away with it. DK and Cooper does exceptionally well there. And now possibly can we break? We are looking at an option. And there's a ball down the right-hand side to Fleming. Takes a heavy touch, and Taylor will bring that away. Oh, Jake Cooper's lost it. Daryl DK for West Bromwich Albion coming forward. We tried to get a block on it. Truman makes a lovely save, but it was such a poor bit of play from Jake Cooper, who rightly so goes and hugs his goalkeeper. Must be said, Daryl DK has beat us in the air a couple of times already today. It's headed away well by George Honeyman, and this may be a chance to break, and Nisbet gets a lovely touch to us, and we will sprint away. The fresh legs of the substitute bearing down on goal. We take it across the defender, and we don't score. My word, I thought we'll just kill that into the bottom corner. We didn't quite manage it. That was a chance to seal the game. Good save from the West Bromwich Albion keeper, but really, we should have been doing a little bit better there now with 2 minutes of added time. Bakari not exactly rushing the ball forward here, it must be said. Goes back down to Pippa on the left-hand side. Defending to be done. It's now 90, just ticking in towards full time. And that, hopefully, should be that. 92 minutes on the clock. West Brom going absolutely nowhere. Referee choosing not to blow. Does eventually. And that is a good substitute performance from us. We'll get the stats after the game, but a positive start. A 1-0 win away at West Bromwich Albion. Barnsley away next then, coming on at 0-0. Left centre mid. So on the other side to what we normally play. We will go for the pass involvement. Hopefully, if we have a good performance here, possibly come on and help win the game, we may get in the starting lineup for the next game against Burnley. But as Truman goes long at Oakwell, it's not always the easiest place to come for opposing teams. We could do with getting a winner here. Benson goes into Devante Cole, edge of the box. Jake Cooper does very well, does he? Yes, he does. Then plays it into us. We are looking for the pass. We get the pass. Gulbranson is offside. Oh, we just delayed it that little bit too much there. Brian can come forward. We will overlap Gulbranson. Will he manage to get the ball to us? He won't. Brian mine and does. We'll go back in to Gulbranson. Got the pass into Nisbet there. Nisbet down the left-hand side. We're just on the edge of the box here. Should he choose to go back to us, which he doesn't, and Barnsley do, manage to bring it clear. Brian goes into us. We go in to Gulbranson. Gulbranson into Zian Fleming. Goes back to Nisbet. Nisbet can come back towards us. Now Denore. Fleming. We will ask for the ball. We can see Brian to the left-hand side, and we do use him. Now Gulbranson goes into Fleming. Now Nisbet. We've made the run beyond him. He then goes back into Gulbranson, who just gives the ball away as per usual. And Barnsley will come forward. Barnsley, though, coming forward down our left-hand side with Williams. Defending to be done. Combination between us and Brian does that. Devante Cole cannot miss. And free in the area. We got the first block in, but Devante Cole gets the goal that sends Barnsley 1-0 up. We thought that was job done. Wes Harding lost that, and then Devante Cole isn't going to miss from there. Barnsley 1, Millwall 0. Harding goes into us. We play it down the left-hand side into Brian. Now Gulbranson gives it back to Brian. We will look for it, but Denore goes into Gulbranson. Now back to him. We will pick it up on the edge of the box. It's got to be worth a strike, and it was. And it will go out for a corner. We do tend to be quite decent from these. We will ask for it towards the back stake. It goes towards Jake Cooper. And it's headed in over the bar. Disappointing. He'll be expecting to do a little bit better there, Cooper. Fleming gets the nod down to us. We try to take a big touch, and we do, down the right-hand side. We're looking for options. I can see someone at the back stick. We choose to use it. There is Gulbranson. It's a good save to Daniel. It was hard to get that header on target, and we will take the corner for Millwall. We whip it in right-footed. Hits Gulbranson, and Daniel does make the save. Not the most comfortable for him. He did actually spill it at first, but manages to claim it, and with 8 minutes to go, it's all Millwall, but we need a goal. Barnsley coming forward again. Cooper does very, very well. And then we play out through Zian Fleming. We will ask for it back through the middle. We've made a nice run there. Looking for Nisbet. We take a little chop back. Give it back into him. Now Nisbet could possibly have gone forward. Serves it back into us. It's a terrible touch. And we nearly get brought down. We go back into Zian Fleming, who strikes it wide. But what was that touch? Oh, my word. That was the chance to equalise, and we have blown it there. Denore goes into us. We take a nice touch in midfield. Go out right towards McNamara. Into Fleming. Goes back into us. We take a touch. Oh, and we're so close to getting that through to Nisbet. Fleming does very well. We'll play it back down that right-hand side. Now to McNamara. Back into Fleming. We've got a nice bit of space here in the middle. We have to take a touch past Devante Cole. Time is running out. We ping it into Nisbet. Nisbet possibly could have struck that. Chose not to. Goes to Denore. Goes back into... Oh, he goes back into us. And we tried to play the little incisive pass into Nisbet. We were heavily involved in that game, but couldn't quite make the impact. And we lose away at Oakwell. Coming on at right centre mid in this game, we are 1-0 down at home to Burnley, so we've got to try and make an impact again here. But back in the usual right centre mid role, I'm hoping we are going to be back in the starting lineup for the final game against Blackburn, but straight away having an impact into Honeyman. Now Gulbranson down the left-hand side, goes towards Nisbet, who strikes it, comes to us on the edge of the box, and Cullen just beats us to it. Amdouni coming forward for Burnley. Edge of the box. We're struggling to get the ball off Burnley at this moment in time. It goes into Nathan Redmond, who strikes it. And it's another good save from our goalkeeper. Another corner to defend. Gulbranson's injured. I don't think we've made a substitution just yet. Burnley choose to go short on this occasion. And Zian Fleming picks the pass. And we will now look to spin away here. I'm looking in the middle as well. I don't think this defender's going to catch us, you know. Or is it? We might have to take a touch inside, which we do. Then try to play the ball. Doesn't quite get there. And Jordan Bayer will tidy up. 70 minutes on the clock. Still 1-0 Burnley. Burnley again win it on the edge of the box. Brownhill strikes it. Amdouni this time. Wallace can't quite get there. Sanderberg plays it into Redmond. And somehow that hits both posts and goes clear. We will ask for the ball from Nisbet, who does well. We tried to play it, and it must be said, we have not had the best of games here. Oh, and we've just, I think we may be picking up a booking as well. Cooper does well to win it back now. Honeyman, Fleming, goes back towards Wes Harding. Goes into us. We are looking for options down the right-hand side. We're going to have to play a ball down the line. McNamara does actually do very, very well. And we have an option to come forward here. McNamara goes back towards Honeyman. We're on the edge of the box. It goes back to us on the edge of the box. We strike it well. And it's seen all the way by Trafford and palmed away. We do pick up a booking for that tackle on the Burnley player. And yeah, I think more than justified that yellow card. But we do have a corner which we will look to get on the head of here. It's crossed in towards the 6-yard box. Cooper can't quite get there. Amdouni gets a good header away, and Burnley do clear. And Burnley have done more than clear, because Josh Brownhill, racing towards our goal, goes back to Cullen, tries a couple of step overs. We can't quite get him. It's in towards Josh Brownhill, and it's 2-0 Burnley. Game, set and match. And Josh Brownhill sends the Clarets well up towards the top of the league. Vincent Kompany still their manager. But that will be all she wrote here at the Den. It's Millwall 0, Burnley 2. We have got to end this losing streak against Blackburn. And I must say, on a 5.5, I think we will be on the bench again for the next game. Right then, guys, even with training, we weren't able to make it back into the starting 11. It is 0-0 as we come onto the pitch here. Away at Ewood Park. I'm very much hoping that we can make an impact in this game, because, must be said, in the last two, we've not been particularly brilliant, as we do manage to keep possession early doors there into McNamara, and then we get it back. We can see Zian Fleming. It's an ambitious pass, and Buckley does manage to tick it off. We have got a very interesting club that's interested in us as well, which I'll show you after this episode, in relation to Millwall. But on 61 minutes, we've got 30 minutes to get a win here at Ewood Park. We pick it up in midfield. Go towards Tom Bradshaw. It's a good nod down to Zian Fleming. Now Bradshaw again. In to Nisbet. Goes back into us. We're looking for options. Oh, and that wasn't the pass at all. Poor performances from us today. 20 minutes to go. Honeyman goes into us. It's a pass into Tom Bradshaw. We fit it into him. It's a lovely touch by Bradshaw. But defended well by Blackburn. There's not been too many highlights to show you so far since we've come onto the pitch, but Blackburn, I wouldn't suggest look the more likely, but certainly do here as they come down our right-hand side. Dolan goes in towards Ennis on the edge of the box. We go in to block it, and what a block it was. And could we possibly make a move forward here? We're looking at Nisbet. We try and dink it over the top of the centre half, and that lack of quality has been a theme throughout this episode. Bradshaw goes right towards McNamara. We ask for the ball, and we don't quite get it in front of us. I don't believe we asked for that before he played it, to be fair. I would have liked him to have held on just for a moment or two, but Travis will now come forward for Blackburn. Defending to be done again, and we do the defending well. We've been pretty decent defensively today, it must be said, whereas that's not probably as normal strength. That ball manages to split two Millwall players. But yeah, we've got Chelsea away as well. I'm assuming that's in the FA Cup coming up, so we'll be bringing that to you. Probably in the next couple of episodes. But Blackburn coming forward again. Harding does well. And now Brian, can we pinch this? Hedges now coming forward for Blackburn. This has been their main threat into Britain. We're looking to defend it. Truman makes a good save. 5 minutes. Corner to defend. Corner to Blackburn. Crossed into the middle. It's headed away well by Nisbet. We're the first one out to try and close this down. We missed that by a mile. Tronstad now back into Schmodix. We do win it well. We look for a pass out. We can see a ball towards McNamara on the right-hand side. Could we get a winner? Time is running out. We ask for it in the middle. It goes into us. We look for options. One option is, I think it's August on the left-hand side. Schmodix actually tried to bring us down there, but it's now into Nisbet. And that is as poor a pass. We've made a couple of them today, but not what we need as we tick up towards 91 minutes. And it's just been that sort of episode today. It's been probably below par individual performances, possibly below par in terms of team performances as well. As Hedges comes forward into Ennis, and we do just about try and clear it. Harding It deflects off Harding. And we are into well over the allotted added time. It's crossed in towards the middle. Can we get ahead on it? We can't, but Truman will collect. And it's a draw away at Blackburn Rovers. Been a difficult episode, that. Let's have a look at the standings and let me show you who may be in for us in the summer. So then, guys, disappointing episode as we saw, but we are still in the playoffs, 3 points ahead of Stoke City. We've had our little bad run now. Hopefully, this next game might just rejuvenate us a little bit because we have got Chelsea away in the third round of the FA Cup. What a tie that is for Millwall. And on the subject of local derbies, let's just have a little look at this because if we go to our agent screen, if I go to the right screen, let's have a look at one of our agent offers because we've got Lazio, we've got Monza, we've got Olympic Lyon, and then West Ham United, or the other team who are interested in signing us. So something to be aware of there. That would possibly make me the probably most hated player, but might be something we have to have a look at. But West Ham are in for us now. Let's have a look at what we've got coming up on the next episode. We obviously kick off hopefully in the starting lineup against Chelsea. Then we've got Ipswich at home, Sunderland away, and then Norwich City looking to avenge that 5-1 defeat at Carrow Road at the Den. I hope you've enjoyed that one. Please do like and subscribe, and I shall see you on the next one. Ta-ra!